This is Political Arena on S24 Television. I am your host, Abuakari. As Nigerians prepare ahead of 2027 general elections, students have an important role to play in promoting peaceful, free, fair, credible and acceptable election across Nigeria. Nigerian students are known for their energy, ideas and strong voice in society. Through voter education, awareness campaign and active participation in democratic process, students can help to strengthen democracy and encourage leadership in the country. This afternoon, I am joined by my guest, Smittan Matudi, who doubled as the Senate President from the National Film Institute of Nigeria, which is affiliated to University of Jos. Smittan, welcome to Political Arena on S24 Television.
Thank you, Abubakar. Thank you for having me here today with you.
As a student leader,
yes,
what is your take on 2027 general elections?
2027 general election is going to be tough. You can see with the likes of APC, ADC, and NDC. You know this coming election is going to be tough. It's going to be tougher than the one of 2023 and even the one of 2015 with Goodluck and Buhari. It's going to be tough. This election is going to be tough. It's a very tough election coming. You can see it from the move, the strategy they are going about. You get? So this coming election is going to be tough.
Okay, as a student leader, what are you doing from your own part to ensure this election come free, fair, credible, acceptable across Nigeria?
You know, the truth is, free and fair election in a country like Nigeria, the youths, which are basically most of the youths are students right now, they are the one that will have to, take it. It's not something that we'll just go for. It's something that they have to take. The top class, the people ruling today, they will not just bow down for... Why do you think they don't let their children to school here in Nigeria? They take them out.
Maybe they don't trust the educational system. They
don't trust the system that trained them. Is that what you are telling me? Most of these people, during their time, they had free education. You get? During their time, they had free education. They enjoyed more than what we are enjoying now. You want to talk about the likes of the universities we used to have? Universities now are losing their credibility.
What do you mean by that?
In the days before, go back to the early 2000, 2006, 2008, with your degree, you get a good job. When people start acquiring degrees so much, they said you need to have skills. People are acquiring skills. Now the table has turned. You need capital to start. So when the youth start going into politics, which is small percent of them, what do you think they do? They change the pattern. Now you need huge amount of money to run for a common position.
But you have mention of degrees. The youth of nowadays, especially students, they are basically after the certificate instead of their knowledge to equip themselves and come to the political arena for them to participate.
How many people have the knowledge out there but are doing nothing today?
Well, are you now advocating that students should abandon the degrees and just venture into skills only?
No. With the skills today, Seth, you still have no job.
But job is all boiled down to, you may be self-employed.
You can be self-employed in a system that works. Not in a system like Nigerian system. In days back, with your 100,000, 200,000, you'll be able to start a little business. But today you can't.
You seem to be blaming the entire system, not forgetting that things have changed.
Things have changed. In what essence?
In all ramifications.
In all ramifications of life. Why didn't they change the system that will make the youth benefit a little? Look, Nigerians are not lazy people, more especially Nigerian youths. 80% of people in school today, universities, they train themselves in school. So are you trying to tell me those people are lazy? If they are lazy, they won't be in school. They train themselves because the system failed their parents. Not because their parents want them to train themselves in school. The system failed their parents.
Smittan, you are going against the system. You are calling the system a failed system.
Yes.
And now you are under a roof. you're enjoying at least a basic minimum of security. Don't you think that these words are harsh the way you're using them?
No. What security? We don't enjoy security. Is it because we are in Abuja? People in places like Jos, Taraba, some part of Nigeria, most especially places like Borno, do you think they are happy? They are not. You can die at any time. We know nobody knows the day that you will die. You get? But tell me, will you be happy or will you have peace of mind if you just believe maybe a straight bullet can come out of nowhere, a bomb blast or what?
Okay, we are still talking on students, how they can ensure credible elections in Nigeria. It is obvious, vote buying in Nigerian politics, we can't do without it. So what can students do in order to prevent vote buying?
Vote buying in Nigeria, the only way you can prevent it is collect the money. Vote for the right candidate.
And now you are calling for the system. The system has decayed, and now you are also inducing students to collect the money. Can you elaborate more on that aspect?
I will elaborate more in that aspect in this sense. When you don't collect the money, the money they are giving you for vote buying, where do you think the money come from?
It came from, I don't know.
It's investment. It's like buying stock in a company when it's cheap, then you sell it when it's high.
So you mean giving money is just a political strategy?
Yes, an investment. We call that political investment. You want to know
Politics is all about service.
It's not service anymore. It's before. Now you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Okay, you mean there's a romance that is going on between politicians and those that are going to elect them?
Yes. Before, I can remember there was time when El-Rufai said Atiku should keep money for Chapani.
Money kept aside in order to do certain things at house.
Yes, at house. He said it in his word. He said Atiku should keep money for Chapani. Today he's the one fighting APC.
As a student leader, we have seen some irregularities, especially when elections are being conducted at the university level.
Yeah.
We went to university, we know how manipulation started from those student unionism, especially when it comes to their election. What advice do you have for them in order to ensure credible election from universities up to the highest level and up to the national level?
You know, I would say honesty. Stop trying to manipulate. You want the system to change. The change should start with you.
The change begins with you and
yes, and I. So if I want to become let's say the president of a university or anything, I don't have to buy you people's votes. You know who you want. Vote the person you want.
Okay, now, what challenges do you think that is actually stopping students from participating actively in politics outside the university environment?
Because they believe their vote doesn't count. Many believe their vote doesn't count. That's why many people exclude themselves from the politics. And the ones who are ready to go in, the system puts the forms of office in a price that they can't afford.
But there are other alternative political parties. We have seen NDC, we have seen ADC, and we have recently, there are new emerging political parties.
New emerging political parties. How much is ticket for you to run for, let's say, House of Rep in parties like that? How much? It's quite expensive.
We have seen 25 million, 30 million and above.
Where do you expect somebody of 23, 24 to have 25 million naira?
But there's what we call independent candidacy in places like India and Uganda and some other
That's
times.
India, not Nigeria. In Nigeria, if you want to register your political party, you need structuring, you need to register. All those things take money. Mind you, you buying for that ticket, you are not sure that you are going to win.
But you just say that politics is all about business.
Yes, it's business and investment.
Business, it's all
so
about
you might lose. You might lose. If you lose, you might win and they will rig the election. It's a common case in Nigeria.
There are judiciary that are out there. The court is out there in order to file your own grievances.
Mind you, in Nigeria, it's not how good you are. It's how good the people you know are. Hope you know that.
Okay, Smittan, due to time, before we call it a day, what call do you have for Nigerians, especially you as a student leader? What call do you have for your student out there ahead of 2027? To Nigerians that seems to lose hope in the electoral umpire?
Wake up. This is a wake-up call. I want them to know that the rich doesn't feel the pain. The rich manipulate the systems.
Smittan, these are all allegations.
They are not. They are there. They are there. If you sue Dangote today, do you know he owes nothing? All his money, all his property are in trust. But a common man cannot afford to put his property in trust. People like that are smart. They are not above the system, but they actually engage in the system. I will tell you how. When price of fuel goes high, does the rich people feel it? They don't feel it. They have enough. They can fuel their car. In Abuja, you see convoy every day. One person is fueling that car, paying almost everybody driving that car.
Your call to your fellow student out there.
My call to my fellow student out there, wake up. You are the leaders of tomorrow. You are the leaders of tomorrow. Wake up today. Fix today for your tomorrow to be better. If the system is not fixed, we are the ones that will fix the system. We are the ones with the highest number. Don't stay on TikTok, Facebook, all day saying your vote doesn't count. Your vote counts. That is why the system make you believe that your vote doesn't count, so that you won't come out to vote.
I have to cut you here. It's a pleasure speaking to you, and thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
Thank you, Abuakari.
And that is all what we have on S24 Political Arena.